Welcome to Amrita IAS Academy. Myself Ashwin, faculty of Amrita IAS Academy. So as prelims are approaching, prelims is all about having a clarity on concepts, economic concepts, then concepts in IR, geography. So today I have come here with a concept which is called currency swap. You might have seen this in newspapers, currency swap. Now this currency swap can be understood in terms of international relations, currency swap between countries, economics, currency swap between companies. The origin of this word comes from the economic dimension, that is cross-company currency swap. So the origin of this currency swap, we can trace it from economy. So what do you mean by swap? Swap is nothing but you exchange something between two or more persons. Swap means, so swap means exchanging something between two or more persons. So currency swap is exchanging currency. So as I told you, this word, this concept emerged in the economic subject, economics. It emerged as cross company currency swap. Cross company currency swap, this is the origin. So in today's class, you will get a clarity on what is this cross company currency swap. You need to get crystal clarity on this, then only you will be able to understand its meaning in the IR and all other perspectives. Cross company currency swap. So let me take an example. So India, USA. Let us consider that there is a company in India called 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐬𝐬 Limited. Assume that there is a company in India called 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐬𝐬 Limited. As you can see from this name, it's a funny name, 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐬𝐬 Limited. Just assume that this company specializes in manufacturing rockets. Now this 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐬𝐬 company wants to set up a branch in US. In economics we call it subsidiary. This main company wants to set up a subsidiary in USA. So in USA it wants to set up a subsidiary in USA, because USA is the place where a lot of technologies are there, and since this company is specializing in rocket, so this company feels that it will have more business in USA. Now, in order to set up a branch, or in order to make it active, this company needs money, right? Say it needs around $1 million US, $1 million US to set up and to make active the branch, the subsidiary in USA. It needs this much money. What are the options for this 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐬𝐬 Limited company to get this money? It has two options. The first option is it needs in US dollars the money, $1 million US, because they are setting up a company in USA. It needs US dollars. So the first option for 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐬𝐬 company is you borrow money from USA. You borrow money from US lender. So it is like interest rate is 8%. 8% interest rate. This is one option. This company can get loaned from USA at 8% interest rate. Second option is this company can get rupees, the loan from India. India, 12% interest. But this money is in rupees. So you have to, this 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐬 needs to get the money, rupees, then convert it into dollars and send it to USA. It's called remittance. Remittance to US. So these are the two options that this 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 company can get money. Two options to get money, this $1 million. Either you borrow in USA or you borrow in India, convert the rupees into dollars and remit it. Now you will be thinking, sir, why is the interest rate higher in India compared to USA? It's a pretty straightforward logic. Developed countries, USA, all these are spending countries. Okay, it's a consumer society, so the interest rates are low. They want people to spend. That is not the case with developing countries like India, where savings are very important. So the government encourages people to save money in banks. Okay, so that is why these interest rates, there's a difference. So obviously this option is a bit tricky because first of all interest rate is high and you have to get the money, you have to convert it, then you have to send to USA. So there is also a exchange rate risk. There is an exchange rate risk because you need to convert rupees into dollars and send it, so that exchange rate risk is there. So this is a good option for 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚. But let us wait. Now imagine a situation where you also have a company in USA, we can name it as 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 Limited. 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 Limited. 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚, so it is specializing in baby clothes. Now this 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 Limited, which is a company that specializes in baby clothes, wants to set up a branch in India. Imagine. So it needs around say 6 crore. It needs 6 crore to set up a branch in India. It needs 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 branch. So it needs like 6 crore. Okay. So what are the options for 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 to get the money? Similar to the first case, 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 also has two options. One, it can borrow from India. It needs rupees, right? It needs rupees because it is setting up a business in India. It needs rupees. So 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 can borrow money from Indian lender, and it's they charge around 14%. 14% interest rate. Indian lenders charge around 14% interest rate for foreign borrowers. Just assume, okay, these numbers just for assumption, but there is a feeling that there is a tendency that foreign borrowers, the interest rate is higher compared to domestic borrowers. See, domestic borrowers, 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 can get in 12%, but for foreign borrowers, extra 2%, 14%. So 14%, one option for 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐚 Limited from India. It also has another option. It can take money from US lender. It can take money from US lender, 6 crore in dollars at 6% interest rate. It can take money from US lender at 6% interest rate, convert it to rupees and remit it to India. So here also you can see for in USA for domestic borrowers it's 6% and for foreign borrowers it's 8%, 2% increase. Fine. So both companies, there is a situation where both companies need respective monies to set up a branch in respective countries. Now assume that, just assume that $1 is equal to rupees 60. Just assume that $1 is equal to rupees 60. So 6 crore and $1 million, 6 crore rupees and $1 million, the value is same because $1 is equal to rupees 60. Yes, $1 million is equal to 6 crore Indian rupees, just assume. So both companies need the same value. So coincidentally, both companies contact each other. Both 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 and 𝐿𝐻, the main companies, establish contacts. So 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 will tell 𝐿𝐻, the main company, you do one thing, we need $1 million to set up our company in USA. You get this $1 million from your lender at 6% interest rate. Okay, I'll repeat. 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 will say to 𝐿𝐻 that we need $1 million. You get this money from your lender at 6% interest rate. It is a benefit. It is a benefit for 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 because otherwise he has to give 8. This is 6. There's a difference of 2%. And 𝐿𝐻 will say that okay, I will do that. But you also, I need around 6 crore rupees. You also take 6 crore rupees from your lender, Indian lender. You also take 6 crore rupees from your lender. What's the interest rate for domestic borrowers? It's 12%. So there is an advantage, 2% less. If 𝐿𝐻 would have directly approached the Indian lender, it was 14%. But for domestic consumers, it's 12%. So both companies agreed to this proposal. We need the same value. There is a difference in interest rate. So why don't we come to an agreement? So 𝐿𝐻 will take $1 million from the US lender. 𝐿𝐻 will take $1 million from the US lender at 6% interest rate for 5 years. $1 million, and it will transfer the $1 million to 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 branch in USA. It will transfer the $1 million to the branch office of 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 company in USA. Similarly, 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 will take 6 crore from the Indian lender at 12% interest rate for 5 years. For 5 years, and it will transfer 6 crore to 𝐿𝐻's branch office in India. So this branch office 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻 needs to pay interest. So what will be the interest? 6%, 1 million for 5 years. So it has to pay around $60,000. $60,000 as interest every year to 𝐿𝐻. Similarly, 𝐿𝐻 branch office in India should pay an interest of 12% of 6 crore for 5 years. It is 72 lakhs. 72 lakhs. So, they will be paying. So, why do companies come to such an agreement? Because of the gain that they will get in the interest rates. Well, that 2% is a big deal. This is called cross-company currency swap. Now, you will be having a question, sir, how will these two companies know and come in contact with each other? Yes, both companies have the same demand, same value, and the value is same. So, how will they come to contact? They can't just come, they can't just meet like this. There should be some intermediary. Yes, there is an intermediary which enables both these companies to establish contact. That intermediary is the swap banks. Rocket Singh company will tell the company's demand to this swap bank, we need someone from, we have this, we need this much money, we need someone from the other country, some other company. So, even 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐬 will also go to swap bank, we also need this much. That is how through swap bank these two companies come in contact. So, why do companies engage in cross currency swap? Because to get the benefit in interest rate. So, this is the concept of cross company currency swap, very important in economics. It is an instrument for this multinational corporation companies. So, I hope you got a sense of this concept. This is cross company currency swap. Thank you.
Amrita IAS Academy.